All right, hello. How's everyone doing today? Morgan Heitzma here, your Director of Agent Services for the Experience Brokerage Network, and I'm excited to come to you today and talk to you a little bit about designs here. Now, I know for those of you who joined us for our very first Tech Talks on our Facebook Live, we did do this designs here before, and full disclosure, you guys, I accidentally deleted it, so we're going to redo this class here today, and I think it's only fitting having the holiday season just around the corner. So my main goal, my main vision for this class, as well as our next Tuesday, is to really combine our designs today and next Tuesday come back for our campaigns and really have a good a campaign going for our holiday season. So again, this is kind of part one of our two-part holiday marketing here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to jump into our classroom here. For those of you who are still a little unfamiliar with this, if you scroll down below down here, hey, thank you so much, you guys. Look at that. Look at all this love here. If you guys end up showing us some love here, what it will do is it will actually scroll your name down here below. Again, you guys, thank you so much. Your name will actually get branded on this live stream as well. So really cool to have this branded on your recording as well. So again, you guys, thank you so much for the love. For those of you who are looking for a little bit extra hands-on one-on-one, we have our study halls every Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So every Friday we hold this. It's a 1 hour. It's in Google Meet, where you're going to be able to turn on your cameras and chat with us face to face. We come in with a blank notepad, and we tell you guys, what do you want to learn for the day? So if you could come into Friday's study hall and leave saying, gosh, I'm so glad you talked about blank. That's what study hall is all about. Okay, so it's a 1 hour just for you guys. Look, these just keep coming in. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. So you have two opportunities to have your tech training. Tuesdays is a structured agenda with me on Facebook Live, and then again Friday is going to be our study hall. So without further ado, down below on our Facebook live page, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be projected outward, but if you guys have any comments down below, thank you, Randolph. If you have any comments down below, just go ahead and shoot them. If it's not working, just make your way over to our Facebook live page, and then they should start popping in for you. I do believe that it's, I think, about a 30-second delay on chat, so just keep that in mind if I end up skipping over, but I'll come back to you guys the best I can. And last but not least, you guys, if you ever get bored just throughout this live stream right here, I have a scrolling color palette right here, scrolling color palette down below, where you can just type exclamation point and the color that you see on there, and it should change my background color for about 10 seconds or so. So just kind of have fun with that. All right, let's jump right into our designs here. I'm sure we all know how to make our way to command. It's going to be agent.kw.com. I always like to say Google Chrome browser is going to be the best browser to use when navigating your command platform. And second with that, notice when I typed in agent.kw.com, I did not put in wwws right there. If you guys are used to my classes, I probably say this every single time. But again, if you type in www, it'll just redirect you to a generic KW website. And we do not want that. So we want agent.kw.com. Then we're going to go ahead and sign in with our KW username and password here. Your username should generally be the first initial of your first name followed by your last name. If it's a pretty common combination, it may have a number associated at the end here. And once we go ahead and hit sign in here, it should take us to our home page. Now, before we make our way into designs itself, I just kind of want to show you a couple cool ways to kind of see what's going on inside of your design section. So we'll wait for this to load up here. While we're waiting for this to load, tell me, you guys, what's your favorite section within Command? So if you're using Command right now, tell me, what's your favorite applet or icon on that left-hand side? Is it your sites? Is it your smart plans? Your contacts? What do you enjoy the most inside of Command? Jumping back in here, we're greeted with our home page, and again, if we click on our red KW square in the upper left-hand corner, it'll just open up our left-hand icons right here for us, so we can just read these titles just a little bit easier. Before we jump into designs, which is going to be right here, looks like a square with a paintbrush in the center. Before we make our way over there, on our home page here, if we scroll down a little bit, you should see a section right here that says Design Updates. So if you're ever interested in any new updates that are going on with your designs, what we can do is we can actually click Customize Home up top here. We can find those design updates, and we can just drag these up a little bit further for us to see them. Now, I always like to keep my leads up top here. Every time I sign into command, I want to see what's going on with if any new leads are coming in. So I'll just keep that up there, but I'll put designs right down here below. Now I'll hit apply right here. So now every time I come and sign into a command, I can see any new designs or featured designs that are currently available. Now, featured designs are going to be designs that other agents have submitted themselves that have been approved and posted on the featured design. So I can click preview right here, and again, it looks like there's a little technical error with that, so we'll just go ahead and X that right here. But we can view some of these other updates or new designs right here. So I can click preview right here, and here you go. You have a couple new design templates to choose between. Now, to make our way even further, again, we're going to actually jump into our design section right here. We'll go ahead and give this a click. And once we make our way into designs, the first page that you're going to see, this is going to be basically your organization of all the designs that you've currently been working on. So again, it's all disorganized, but again, here's all the different designs. As you see, I have 248 different designs. If I want to be a little bit more strategic and see, well, I only want to look at my email templates, or I only want to look at my site pages, what we can do is we can scroll up top here, and they'll have different organizational categories for us. So we have email right here. If I were to give this a click, you can see all my email campaigns templates, landing pages right here, social media right here, print, agent site, and video. So these are where all your different sections are going to be housed. And then your main designs, when you click on the regular button right here, your main designs are going to be housed on the home page. So I showed you how to kind of get to the designs that you've been working on right here. You can even search for the titles. So if I just have if I type schedule in right here, well, I don't have anything that's titled schedule. But if I did relabel any of my like classic right here, buy versus rent, so if I type in classic, it should populate all the different classics that I have in my marketing. So if I want to create a brand new piece of marketing material, again, I'm going to click on designs again, like we're just in that home page. If you guys don't see anything right here, that's perfectly fine. Chances are that you just haven't created any marketing material yet, and we're going to do that here today. So after today, you should see some marketing material start to populate here. So it's really simple. They really keep this in a good method for you to be able to organize and use pretty swiftly. So all we have to do is click on this blue plus button right here, the bottom right hand corner, and it'll give us 5 different squares, 5 different options for us to choose between. So at this point, you kind of got to ask yourself, what do I want to create marketing material for? Do I want to create marketing material for emails, for social media? Do I want to create marketing material to print, kind of like a listing presentation or a flyer or something like that? Or a video. Now, import PDF, we'll probably save this for last right here because this is a little unique button right here. Essentially, you can take any PDF that you find, any flyer that you find that's pretty amazing, and you can import that here. And what Command has is that they have this thing where it can take apart all the different layers inside that PDF, and bring it over into your designs where you're able to reorganize and reuse that flyer and put your own information on it. It's pretty cool. But we'll get to that here in a minute, towards the end here. Let's start off from let's go from easiest to a little bit more advanced here, okay? So I like to start off first. If we talk easiest, I think the easiest will probably be video right here. There's not really too much work that you have to do. Inside our video right here, all we have to do is go ahead and give this a click and then select next right here. Now we are just going to go ahead and search for a neighborhood. I'm just going to type in the standard 123 Main Street. And I'm going to hit next right here. Oh, well, it does populate some areas for me. Gosh. Sure, why not? And I'm going to hit next right here. And then it'll ask me for information on the area, right? So on Main Street, the average home price is this. The average home prices are on the rise, holding steady on decline. I'll just say on the rise. Average price per square foot, you can go ahead and adjust this. And again, you have on the rise, decline, or holding steady. Number of homes for sale in the area. Let's just go, we'll do 5. And here's the top 3 features. So you can actually add your own features into this video. So if I want to click this drop down, you have a number of different options to choose between. Artsy, coffee culture. So this is kind of describing the neighborhood. Oh, only 3 are allowed. That's okay. I'll keep the standard where it's at right here. I'm going to choose agent information. This just populates through your marketing profile. And again, you guys, if you have not set up your marketing profile or any of your Kelly guides yet, the best piece of advice that I can give you is if you travel over to my website, KW Tech Help, kwtechhelp.com. What I've done here is this is just a website solely for resources for you guys. So you don't have to travel and bookmark a whole bunch of different sites. This is just a site for you guys. So on kwtechhelp.com, if you click on resources right here, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 Kelly guides. And I've actually searched through KW and I found the Kelly guides and I've actually just put them right here so they're easier for you to find. And again, kwtechhelp.com. If you guys are wondering or wanting to navigate there, I'll put it in the chat box for you guys really quick. All right, here we go. Then we'll have that for you guys. And again, it's going to be on the resources page right here. And then your marketing profile, everything draws from your marketing profile when you're creating websites, marketing material, campaigns, anything like that. Anything that draws from your headshot and things like that, it's going to be your marketing profile. And again, you just go ahead and give that a click. You can also find it inside of your settings up top here. But that's where it's drawing all my information from. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Put my phone number in here. And then my marketing information. Yep, that's perfectly fine. And then I'll hit next right here. And what it does is it actually generates a video here for me. And so we'll wait about the 10 seconds here or so. And then I'll go ahead and play a little bit of this so you guys can kind of get a feel of what to kind of expect. So this kind of loaded in right here. I didn't really have to add too much or be a graphic designer by any means. I just had to find the information relative to that property that I'm entering here. So this is what it kind of looks like as a finished product. I'll start it over for you. We'll wait just a couple seconds for it to load up. And again, we don't have to watch the entire video, but I do want to show you a little bit of it. I think that's good enough right there. So it really gives you a good good feel of the neighborhood, and really puts all those pieces of information together for you, really without you having to do too much. All you have to do is just gather the info of that neighborhood, and that's all you really have to do. So again, really nifty there. Probably one of the easiest ways to create marketing material right here. And then you can go ahead and you can shoot these videos out on social media. You can download them and post them in an email. You can put them on your website. You can do really whatever it is that you want with this piece of marketing right here. So I just click these three dots and I click download. And as you see right here, it downloads this video for me, so I don't really have to do anything at all. We'll wait the 2 seconds, 1 second, and then I have this video here that I can really put anywhere that I want to. I can put it on YouTube, I can put it on Facebook, I can, I can make a little booklet, anything that I want with this video right here. So that's going to be the first one right there. So pretty self-explanatory when it comes to your video designs here. Next, we're going to make our way to our social media, and again, this is where probably all of us are living these days, especially through through hitting that digital age at the beginning of the year, and it looks like that we're not kind of slowing down anytime soon. So let's go ahead and click on social here. This is what I think is probably one of the most fun sections within our designs here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on next. And what this is going to do is this is going to actually take us into a different page here. I think it's called WeBrand. And as we wait for it, as we wait for this to load over, what it's going to do is it's going to take us to a main page where we get to select the template that we want. So there's a number of different templates to choose between. It all depends on what kind of marketing that you're going after. So are you looking for like a just listed? Are you looking for a client appreciations? Are you looking for holidays? Things like that. They have these all organized in categories here for you. So as this is taking a moment to load up here, I know Pie Day's coming up here pretty soon. Tell me, you guys, are you an apple pie fan or are you a pumpkin pie fan? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll tell you my favorite pie after I hear yours. So as we go through here, this is the page I was talking about. Your left-hand side, these are drop downs that you can choose the different templates that you want. The right-hand side right here are what the templates actually look like for you to choose. So I can hit use right here, and then it'll jump me into an editable page for this template. But I'm going to go down here. I'm sure I think all of you guys see me do the client love happy birthday. So let me switch it up a little bit. Let me do a listings, and I'm going to do a neighborhood snap right here. So neighborhood snap, what this is just a great way for you to be able to post something that just gives you that information about that neighborhood. Similar to that video that we just created, only this is going to be a post right here. So let's see right here. I'm just going to pick any random one. But before I do that, up top here, before I actually get into the marketing material, any marketing that you choose, up at the top, you'll have an options to choose between, square or rectangle, really fitting what social media platform you're using. So if you have social stories right here, I believe that's for Instagram. If you have a social square, I think that's also for Instagram. And then you have social wide right here for Facebook, I believe. So, and then you have see all. So these are just all of them in one group. So I'm going to do square. No, I'll do wide. Gosh, it's so hard to choose. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do neighborhood snap. That's why. So I'm going to do a neighborhood snap right here. I think it's just a great design material where you don't have to spend too much time to create a good piece of content. So as I scroll right here, let's use this one right here. Now, I clicked use, that red button on that piece of marketing, and again, it'll take me into this new page right here. Apple pie, Mona? Apple pie is a pretty darn good selection, if I do say so myself. I am personally an pumpkin pie fan. You can serve me pumpkin pie any time of the year, and I will happily take it with a cup of coffee. As we're getting over here into the designs right here, your right-hand side is going to be your actual marketing content. Your left-hand side are going to be your tools right here, okay? So this is everything that you can apply onto your marketing. Now we'll have one more section up top here, and this is a small little tool section as well. If you click on anything at all, this tools section is going to change relative to whatever you're selected on. So as you see right here, I haven't selected anything on my marketing material, so it just gives me some standard stock options here where I can add a text if I want to. I can add picture frames right here. I can add shapes and designs, and then I can just draw like circles and things like that. If I actually click on, like, say this text right here, watch my toolbar up top here change, and it'll change similar to kind of like a Microsoft Word or a Word document type toolbar. So here you'll be able to bold, you'll also be able to underline, you'll be able to change the colors so you choose if you so choose, and so on. So that's how you'll be able to do that. I just click the text box once and I click off of it. So this is how you are able to like drag it around. You see it also gives me those lines, so it also lines up where it thinks that I want to place my material. If I give this a double click, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let's see. Not sure if you guys can see that, but my my line starts to appear here, so now I can type anything that I want. And then this part's a little bit tricky if you want to highlight everything. I just like click a whole bunch of times. If that doesn't work, I'll just click and I'll drag it up this way. Sometimes it loses that copy. Sometimes you can only highlight halfway through and then it'll stop. So again, it is a little selective on that option. So full disclosure there. So, but I'm going to keep this the way it is. Well, maybe I'll change it back to white right here. And as we move forward through here, I live in Eugene, so I'm going to give this a double click and I'm going to actually type in Eugene. So as we're starting to navigate this piece of marketing material, looking to sell in Eugene, so now I have to get some good stats on what the area is like in Eugene. So what I can do is I can go over here on my left-hand side, and I can click on KWLS right here. Now, since I'm not an agent, I don't have any listings that populate, but I can click on snapshots right here, and I can search by neighborhood name, or I can search by postal code. So let me go ahead and click on a postal code right here, and I'll type in my postal code. And then I'll hit enter right here. And then you should have a number of different areas that populate. Now again, let me go back. Oh, okay. Now again, I normally search based off of neighborhood because it gives a little bit more neighborhood select information. But again, since we're not being super specific, I think this will work perfectly fine for us. So as we see right here, we have 3 different options to choose between. So again, they kind of give us the same information. They just look a little bit different. So this one looks similar to this Barton Hills right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to click and I'm just going to layer over top. Do you see how Barton Hills has 891, 805, and this one has 570? Once I layer over top, watch what happens to that 891 right there. See it change to 570? And so I can layer my own snapshot on top of this right here. Now, if I want to get a little bit more neighborhood specific, again, I can go over here. I can go into Google and I can type in Eugene. And I'll go to images right here. And so I'll type in Eugene images. So I'll go to settings. I'll go to tools right here, usage rights, and then we'll go to Creative Commons licenses. Let me type Eugene, Oregon. There we go. Eugene, Oregon will hit tools, usage right, Creative Commons licenses. So this is how you won't get pegged with any copyright issues. So this looks good. So I'll right click this right here. I'll open a new image. And then so here's my image that I'm just going to save. Again, this is just a random image that I found for like, 2 seconds of searching on Google. And then we're going to make our way back to our design right here. So I have this picture right here that I kind of want to be a little bit more specific to the area. So what I can do is I can go ahead and I can click on this images right here. And I can click drag and drop. And let's see right here. Gosh, I'm not sure where I put that image. Let's try this one. Let's try this one more time. Eugene, Oregon, images. Sure, I'll choose this one. We'll open image in new tab. That way it kind of gives you the full image, and then we'll save image as. So let me just go to desktop right here. That way I can find it a little bit easier. So I'm going to click on this image right here. Ah, gosh. And so this file is not supported. It's a JFIF, but you guys, again, that's just my, me trying to rush a little too quick. All these images right here should be relatively easy for you to grab. Again, I'll try this one more time. See, there we go. Now we got a JPEG. So this one should work for us. There we go. All right, so again, just a little minor technical error trying to find a JPEG or PNG. These are the best files to draw from. So again, if you're using like like a web image or something like that that isn't a standard JPEG or PNG, there might be a little bit of technical issues getting that to appear on here. As we see, we'll wait for this to load up here. I'll change my DBA name as well. So as we're waiting for this to load up, I can go to logos right here. And here, it should have my logos for me to draw from. So I'll draw this one over. It's a little small, so I'll grab one of these 4 dots and I'll just expand this a little larger. There we go. And so I'll go back to my my images right here, and I'm going to take this Eugene image and I'm going to draw it over top of this image. And as you see right here, we didn't have to really do anything at all other than drag and drop, change a couple different texts, and all of a sudden now you have this great post that you can post to your social media or your email or anything like that. So let's go ahead and first we want to change the name. Oh, it's right here. Looking to sell. So I'll just put Eugene Snapshot. And I'll put today's date because snapshots always change, right? So I'll put November. And so that way I can find this post very easily. And we can do a number of different things from here on out. So if I like this, what I can do, well, actually, let's see if we can do one more thing. I'm going to click on frames right here, and I'm going to click on this circle. And so what this actually does is this puts another image right here that I can just draw over top of. So if I click on images right here, I can upload an image. Sure. And so now I can actually brand this a little bit more to me and my business. So I'm not sure. I'll put this right down here. I go to images, and then again I can draw this over top right there. And now we're starting to have a more fuller piece of marketing right here, where it has my headshot. You could put your contact information down below. You could move it up here, so on, however you want it to look. So once you like the way that it looks, you can hit download right here, or you can share it directly out. Now, me personally, I like to always download my marketing material. So I like to always have those pieces of marketing on my computer. So I'm going to click download right here. And there's a number of different options that you can choose between. So you can choose JPEG, PNG, or a PDF. So we'll do JPEG right here. I'm going to go high quality. I'm just going to start download. And it should pop up right down here below for us. As we're waiting for that, I'll also show you what it looks like to share it out. You can share it to, I believe, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can also copy this link right here and just post this link anywhere that you want to. So if I copy this link and I just post it, this is what will appear. We'll give this a second here. Right there, like that. So moving over here, as you see, we have this download. I'll go ahead and give this a click. And again, there's your marketing material right here for you. So as we sit right here, that's pretty much the majority of your social designs right here. There's, again, a number of different things that you can choose between. So we have text right here. And then we also have banners. So these are pretty cool way for you to create good pieces of content without having to do too much work. And it looks like, let's see here. Let's go back to text. And this is what it will look like right here. So you have all these different options to choose between. You can drag this 80% off sticker. And again, I highly encourage those of you who have side businesses that need marketing material as well. That's absolutely phenomenal option for you. I like to give little tips when I train for you guys, and there's a little tip that I'm not sure most of you know. One of which comes in the form of, if we go over here to our images, we actually have the option to import images from our Facebook, our Instagram, and things like that. So here's all my Facebook photos and stuff, and I can jump into them. But one thing that I want to stress to you guys that I'm not sure very many people know, is that your designs section in here, all of this is free for you, but all of this runs off of another program called Designer. So if there's some pieces of content or marketing material that isn't quite available inside of Command, if you type in Designer on Google, I think it's DSYGNER.com, you'll see this is kind of like a little back secret, you guys. If you type in designer.com, this is the actual platform that I believe Command, that KW tied into business with. So we go into Designer right here. Designer.com. And so all these have right here are like templates and stuff. So let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and sign in. And again, a great, fantastic way for you to bridge some outside sources into your designs inside of Command. So this is going to come in handy also when we move over to the PDF import section towards the end, because here you can really maximize really anything. So this is Designer, and Designer is what the powerhouse for designs is. So if we come in here, I just want to show you templates right here. Some are going to be free, some are going to be paid. So this is, again, think of this as kind of like an outside Canva, but this is what all those other outside programs, those outside marketing materials have for you. So you can choose web graphics, banner ads, and things like that. Again, I don't want you guys to get too heavy into this right here. It's just a small little tip for you. Again, inside of Command's designs are going to be more of the real estate marketing material for you. I just wanted to let you know that there is something on the outside for you as well. So I'm going to back out of here. I think I kind of showed you a majority of you know, what the marketing inside of social is. So let's go back out of here. I won't save. And then we'll come back out over here. As we're waiting for this to load up, tell me, you guys, what interests you the most inside of designs here? Is it email designs? Is it social media? Is it print? What do you want to know the most about when it comes to your designs? So I'm gonna get back to command here, because every time I back out, it kind of stutters a little bit, so I kind of have to back out a few times or just click command all over again. So I'm just going to click on command again. We'll get to the home page. And once this loads up right here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on this red KW square again, and we're going to make our way down to designs. And again, every once in a while, you'll get some of these rate the feedback. So again, you know, the more information that you can provide to these developers, the more you're going to help out, and the more probability it is that you're going to see things that you want. So anytime you get a chance to submit feedback, please submit feedback. It's greatly appreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this blue plus button again. We're inside of designs right here. Okay, let me refresh the page. We'll get inside. We'll click this blue plus button, and so far we've covered video as well as social. Let's see. Do you guys have any? What do you guys want to do next? You guys want to do? Let's do print. We'll do print next. I'll save email for you guys second to last, because I know that's probably one of the big ones you guys want to know about. We'll do print here next, and we'll hit next, and it'll take us to the same layout that kind of looks like your social. So it'll have that page of the left hand side's all those drop downs that you can choose. The right hand side's the view of all the templates, and here we'll be able to choose what it is that we want to create. So again, when we make our way inside of the print side, think of documents, paper. Just think paper, right? So anything that you want printed to create is going to be here inside of your print designs. So before I cover this left-hand side right here, this drop down, again, I just want to draw our attention to these small little bubbles right here. You have the option to create a flyer. You have the option to create a door hanger. You also have the option to create postcards as well. So again, think print when you are inside the print design section. Let's see right here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on right here on buyer and lead generation. On buyer here, you have your buyer presentation. And this should come in quite a bit of handy for you guys, and you have a number of different buyer presentations. They've even added a few different ones. I believe there's only 2 to begin with. I think it was only these 2. So look, guys, they're already adding more. They already added more than double of the buyer presentations right here. So, and then again, I skipped listings, but if we go inside here, you'll see your listing presentation as well. And we'll probably jump into one of these. So here was your 2 listing presentations, and look, they added 3 more right here for you. You also have business basics. Now, for those of you who just joined Keller Williams, who are looking to really maximize and get your business up and running, there's a section right here inside of print called business basics. Now, I strongly believe that they might have okay, cool. So right here they have business basics in social as well as print here. Okay, so something to keep in mind: the business basics inside of social are going to be like your Facebook banners as well as your email signatures. Okay, so here on your print business basics, you're going to have your business cards and your letterheads. So those are where you're going to be able to find those 2 sections right here. Okay. So look at these standard business cards that you can choose between. And gosh, you know, I did do a buyer presentation last time. I might do a business card this time just because I think it might help you guys out who are just getting started here. So let me go ahead. I'm going to choose business card here. I'm going to choose this one because this one looks like the newest and kind of a new layout here. So I'm going to choose this business card right here. And I'm going to click on use. And we'll wait a moment for this to load over. Mona, this class will be recorded. Yes, all of our classes are recorded and just posted on our Facebook Live page. So right when this is done, this will just be saved where it's playing right now. So as we jump in right here, again, the layout looks very similar to the social media one. Only there's a couple key points to note out. And you know, just for the sake of it, I may go into your buyer or listing presentation as well, because that is just a tad bit different look than what this looks like right here. So as you know, business cards have a front and back. So there's going to be something called pages right here that we can click to draw open so we can see and work on the front side and the back side. Now this is also going to happen when you are creating postcards as well. So so just be sure to note that that you do have pages right here, and you do have a front and a back. Now right next to pages you have the one of two, so you can toggle back and forth right here. But for me, I would say it's probably just might be easier to keep this pages section up and then just click the picture. See how much quicker that is? Well, maybe not on that side. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start working on this business card right here. So what we have here is this is a stock standard business card. Looks pretty decent for you know what we're working with. What I'm going to do first and foremost on the bottom right hand corner, I'm just going to zoom up just a little bit so we can see that a little bit more. I'll actually I'll full screen it too for you guys. So here we have this business card right here. Zoom out one. There we go. That's the full screen. So our first and last name, I'll click this one time. Remember that one time actually gets our object that we can move around, as well as our color changing, so we can actually edit the text on here. I'm going to change this black, just something to stand out. Whoops. And let's see what it looks like bolded. Yeah, I'll bold it out too. So again, I'm clicking 3 or 4 times. It won't highlight for me, so I just go ahead from the bottom here, and then I'll type in my name. And as we see that this is a little large for the area that we're working with, so I can do one of two things. I can grab this middle button right here and I can drag it out. But as you see right here, it's still a little too large for us. So I'm going to keep it on that highlight, and I'm going to go up top here. Since I'm still on the text, it still gives me that text toolbar. So I'll click right here, and since I'm at 15 points, let's see what 12 points is like. Perfect. Look at that. I'll click on this one more time, and I'm going to use my arrow button on my keyboard just to move it over just slightly over to the left here. Maybe one more. There we go. And we're starting to build this out. All right. And as we're working on all this information right here, again, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just enter your contact info. There might be a couple things that you want to change though. So like this red KW up top here, maybe you want it to be, like this cool blue right here. You know, what's the color of your brand? You know, another thing that we can do is, just like we saw before, I can click on frames right here, and I can add a picture for a section for my headshot. Now I did a circle before. I'm a big fan of the circles, but I'll click square right here, just to be a little different. And then we'll go back over here on the left hand side. We'll click on images. And then since I added these images on my other marketing material, it should keep here in this little kind of like this little folder here for us. I'm not sure how long they keep here for, so be mindful of that. I don't think they keep forever. Nope, that didn't work. If something like this happens too, just keep in mind you also have a undo button right here. So I'll undo that. Click images again. And it doesn't look like it's liking that. So again, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll click on this again. I'm going to go ahead and remove it, and then I'm going to click on frames again. I'll try one more time. I'll leave that right there. Click images. And I should be able to highlight over top of it. All right, and if that doesn't work, I mean, again, it's up to us to be those pioneers, right? So again, what I can do is I can click on, I can just click on the image itself. Just click on it once right here, and then I can shrink that up. There you go. So yeah, so you can do a number of different things depending on what it is that you want your layout to look like. We'll move forward here. Again, if you want these to change any colors too. I'm not quite sure. It may depend on the actual content that you've selected. So some will allow you to change your colors and edit your features like that, but some may not. Another thing to keep in mind is I know that every once in a while when I click on a certain option right here today during our class, there may be some technical issues or hiccups along the way too. So again, don't be frustrated with those. They come and go, right? So if something is giving you a little hiccup, again, it's just best to be, to take it easy and slow and steady, and you should be able to come out the other end. So here's my first page right here. It's not very professional looking, but it'll do for now. I'll go over here to my second page, my back page right here, and we can go ahead and configure this as well. So first I want to change this DBA name right here. So I'm going to go over to logos, and I'm going to drag my Eugene Springfield logo over top of this. Now, as you see, it's not a very good contrast. So I may want to change this. So let's undo here, and let's try one more time with a different logo. So this one I know is a square back logo, but that's okay. That'll work for now. I'll expand this a little larger. There we go. And let's try one more logo too, my agent services division logo. I'm actually going to click this one time so the image appears on. If I drag it, it's going to try and overlap on top of something. So I'm going to keep that Eugene Springfield, but I want to put my logo down here. So I'm going to click this one time. I'm going to draw it back down here. I'm going to shrink it too. There we go. And so as you see, it kind of looks a little off center. So I'm going to click it once. I'm going to left arrow, left arrow, left arrow. That looks about center. Again, if you don't like this color right here, we can change this as well. So boom, there you go. So this is how you'd go ahead and change your, I would highlight download my app a little bit larger. Maybe go... That looks a little too large, but you guys kind of get the picture. You have download my app, and then you can put your app code right here, or you can put a QR code. You can put a QR code right here instead of my logo, so they can download your app. Again, my logo right here isn't the prettiest because it's a square logo, but it still kind of does the trick. So keep in mind, I can also drag this down. I can reposition this up, and that might look a little bit better. So again, we just created a front and back business card for you guys. Let's jump over into the buyer presentation really quick because that's going to look a little bit different. Before we jump out into the buyer presentation, I just want us to take a look at this. Oops. take a look at this side section right here. Okay, so so as you see the print right here for the postcards as well as the business cards and things like that, you have a bottom section right here. Again, you still have your left hand sides for your navigational icons. But let's jump into the buyer or listing presentation, and I'll show you that that looks a little bit different. It's still the same layout, still the same concept, but the way they organize things are just a tad different here. I'm actually just going to jump back over to the homepage of Command. And again, we're going to jump into designs right here. I'm going to click on this blue plus button, and we're going to make our way to print again one more time. And this is just going to be very briefly, but again, I want to show you guys. I really want to maximize all the different opportunities that you guys have to work within designs here. So we'll come back over here. We're actually going to go to listing presentation right here. And as you see, we have those 5 different listing presentations to choose between. This looks pretty bare, so I'll just choose this one. I'll hit use. We'll wait for this to jump over. And the way that the documents kind of work is it's kind of like a slideshow, like a PowerPoint or a Microsoft slide, Google Slides or things like that. So so here we actually have the left hand side are all the pages, and the right hand side is the page that you've selected that you can work on. Okay, so again, kind of treat these like a PowerPoint with all these different slides, only it's a printable packet. So first we'll start with the first page. I'll click on this once, and then you'll see that this populates here. And I'll just type the address. And then again, we're going to make our way. We're going to click off of the marketing material because again, you have this section right here. But as long as we click off of the text, it should bring us back to those pages. So you see I click off of it right here. Oh, well, it doesn't. But what we can do is we can click templates up top here, and that should bring us back down. So I click on instructions right here. So page 2. Now again, this is a little tough to read here, so I'm just going to zoom up. So again, we have a small little KW logo right here. That's kind of hard for you to see, but as we see right here, we have our instructions. And again, you can go ahead and edit, whatever this looks like. And then, and so on, right? So here you're actually able to edit a number of these different pages and have them say whatever it is that you want. I'm just going to undo quite a few times, bring me back to that one paragraph. There we go. And then again, if I want to click on this one time, it'll bring me up that text toolbar, kind of like that Word document again. And I can bold things if I want to. I can change the color if I want to. I can really do anything that I want to this piece of marketing material. So it's again pretty handy. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and click on templates again, and we'll move on to the next page right here. We'll click on client name. There we go. And again, this is, I'm going to zoom up a little bit more. This is where we put that client name. And again, you guys, you can change the picture out to the actual property. You can put your headshot and your contact information right here. You can put your KW logo right here, and so on. So again, I'm not going to spend too much time just filling in just this random information right here. But again, you guys, this really takes you step by step in holding your hand and really preparing a great guide here. Barton Hills. And I showed you guys how to do that that snapshot right here. So again, what we would do is we just change Barton Hills. to Eugene. Then we'll click on KWLS right here. And then we'll click on snapshots by postal code. 97408. And then again, I can apply over this snapshot right here. Look at that. Boom. So of course there's going to be some other pieces of information that we're going to want to change right here. Like right here it says Barton Hills, so we're just going to want to put Eugene. And so on. So that's how you'd go and you'd prepare this presentation right here. Click on templates again. We'll scroll down. You have comparable properties. Now, again, if you guys are pairing your KW app, which we'll have a class on here soon, you guys can already view those comparables down below when you're looking at that certain listing. So again, it just kind of takes all that guesswork. Pair your different technologies between. These are real numbers. I am unsure. I haven't taken a moment to really dive in and take a look if those were real numbers or not. But Mona, what you can do is if you could, why don't you go ahead and send me an email letting me know if they're the real numbers or not. I'd love to know. You know, I think the more information, the better, right? I just unfortunately don't have that off the top of my my head right now. But yeah, so always go through and do your due diligence and double checking with our technology. Again, keep in mind that we are humans and our technology is just our technology, right? So if there are any technical errors or glitches, it is up to us on the human side of things to find either those workarounds or make sure that things are indeed accurate. Great question. Our comparables, again, you can change these pictures. You can grab, if you find your comparables on your KW app, you can grab those listing pictures right here and fill out this information right here. I can sit here on this listing presentation on my KW app and I can look at the comparables and fill it in right here as we're working on it. So pretty convenient. We'll click on templates again. We'll scroll down here. And again, so we have a number of different pages here for you guys. Really go through here. I won't go through every single page for you, but you guys have a full 5 different presentations that you can choose between. I do believe. Let's see if we can change the color of these graphs. Let's see how far we can actually get into editing our material here. So let's see here. Look at that. Look at that. I mean. Guys, it doesn't get much cooler than that. Like, I'd say that's pretty phenomenal right there. Like, they even separated out each section of the bar graph for you. So, yeah, go crazy. Again, once we're done, we can go ahead and hit download right here. Since this is a PDF, we'll click PDF right here, and we'll do all pages. We'll do high resolution print quality unless you're sending this in a web quality. Again, you can send a PDF in an email either way. So personally, whatever one suits your fancy. And we'll click that, and then that should download there for you. Again, always best to change your titles. Listing presentation, Tom Jones, November 2020. There we go. So we have that saved right here. We have this that popped up. And again, that's how you would go ahead. You can share it out too. And so on. Now, there may come into a situation where it may only download one page here for you. Find those workarounds, sometimes it's not 100%. So again, if you do get stuck or have any issues, we just go ahead and play with those settings a little bit, or reach out to me and we'll go ahead and work on getting that full export there for you. All right. So we're going to make our way back here again. I'm going to move back to command here. And we're going to go ahead and click on this red KW square, and we're going to make our way to designs. And as we see right here, we're already starting to populate with a number of different designs right here. So right here we have a social post, we have a business card, and then we have a listing presentation. So we have a number of different designs starting to populate. Again, if I were to go up here and click on any one of these, they'll start to organize based off of these different types. So if I go to social right here, only the social ones will start to populate. If I go to print right here, only the print will populate. So we're gonna go ahead and click on our blue plus button again, and we're gonna make our way to email. And I'm sure all of us are really interested in our email. It's been getting a lot of attention lately from the developers. And we're gonna go ahead and click on next right here. Now, keep in mind, you guys, this is a section right here that's still being updated. It got a huge, massive update, I don't know what, a few weeks ago, and they're still working on it, okay? So as we start to navigate this section right here, it may be best just to keep in mind that that things may be a little hiccupy, and things still not maybe completely complete yet, okay? So come in here with an open mind and a pioneer mentality. So jumping into the templates right here, we have two different options to choose between. We have KWRI templates and My Design templates right here, okay? The difference between the two is KWRI templates are pre-made templates for you, much like how we were navigating all of those other templates inside of designs, like your social media, your listings, things like that. My Design templates right here would be if you wanted to create one yourself or have this housed for you. So again, if I click on create new template right here, it should give me a blank template that would be housed in my template, and that would be housed in my design templates. So that would be a blank one. Or if I choose a KWRI template to work on, the one that I worked on will also go into my design templates as well. So let's scroll through here and let's see if we can find a good. Let's keep this on the form of holidays, right? So we're gonna scroll down here. Classic Happy Thanksgiving. We'll go ahead and give this a click. You also have classic Valentine's Day, New Year's, Happy Holidays. So you have a number of different holidays to choose from. So here's two things to consider. If you guys are wanting to create a design or a campaign for your pie giveaways, right? You have classic Happy Thanksgiving. You also have classic event invite too. So yeah, it may be up to you guys what you guys would like to choose. Let me just click on, I'm gonna click on the classic Happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna click next right here. And what it should do is it will auto-populate the left-hand side with our material, okay? So they kind of flip-flop this. So now on our left-hand side is gonna be our material. The right-hand side is gonna be all of our tools and settings, okay? So let's take a look at this here. So before we do anything at all, I'd like you guys to actually see what this email campaign looks like. So if we actually scroll up at the top here, there's going to be an eyeball right here for us. We'll click on this eyeball right here, and it'll give us a good view of what this email template will look like for us. So it'll look like this, and you have your desktop, tablet, and mobile view right here. I'll keep it on desktop because chances are, people are either going to view on their desktop or their mobile right here. But as it reads, it says, "Dear contact first name." So you're automatically going to get the opportunity to have this contact's name pulled in for you, so you don't really have to do too much work at all. So it says, "Dear contact first name, as I sit back and reflect on all that I have to be thankful for today, many of my clients, friends, and colleagues that I've worked with in real estate come to mind. So of course I thought of you," and so on. So it'll go ahead and it'll just give you, and you can swap this content out with anything that you want at all. So again, you have contact first name. You can change this out to a Christmas email. You can swap this out to a golfing email or anything at all. And again, As we scroll down right here, it says contact me for your real estate needs. It automatically pulled in my my headshot, my information. And again, just like I said, this information is going to pull from your marketing profile. So again, if you guys make your way to kwtechhelp.com, click on resources right here. If you have not done it yet, go to your marketing profile and fill in this marketing profile right here, okay? So that way you don't have to fill in that information over and over and over and over again. You fill it in one time right here, and then it automatically pulls that information every time it needs it. So as we scroll down through here, you'll see that it also has your contact information, and then your each equal opportunity copyright and things like that. So I'm going to X out right here. If we want to edit any of this information right here, there's going to be a couple of things to note. First and foremost, you may have some broken images right here. This is exactly what I was talking about when I said things are still being worked on as we speak inside of our email campaigns or email designs right here. So so you may come into a section where things like this happen. If you add your own image, it may turn out to be a broken picture, but once you actually view the content, it may come through correctly for you. One big tip that I have to say for you guys is if you're sending any emails out, test it on yourself first, or test it on me. Send it to us, ASD at experiencebrokerage.network.com. We're more than willing to view any test emails or test websites or landing pages that you guys want just to have a second pair of eyes on. So as we scroll through here, this looks pretty decent so far. One thing that I didn't show you guys is, and I'm gonna just detour right here for a second. One thing that I didn't show you guys is inside of our designs right here. In our social designs, actually a lot of your designs, you're gonna actually have a section for holidays. So I'm just gonna click this plus button. I'm gonna click social right here and next. Again, this is just a little detour for us. And as I jump in here, what I want to do is I actually want to grab a Thanksgiving social design, and I want to put it inside of my email template. So what I can do here is I can go over to, I believe it's lead generation, and then here you'll have holiday greetings. If we give this a click right here, it'll open up all the different holiday templates that we have. So this is the one that I like right here. I'm going to click use right here. Now, I'm not going to really work on this template at all. I just kind of want to take it, download it, and bring it out so I can put it anywhere else that I want to. So, we'll give this another second here to load up. All right, we'll try this one more time. We'll click use right here. And one thing also to note, you guys, is Tuesdays, if you ever run into any big bogged down days, Tuesdays typically end up being the big command update days. So if you're ever looking for anything big to happen, or if it's Tuesday and you can't seem to jump into command, or something wonky is happening, check to see if it's Tuesday. So this looks pretty good the way it is. I think honestly I'm just gonna delete this DBA name, and I'm just gonna download this really quick. There we go. I'm gonna start this download, and then honestly I just wanted this happy Thanksgiving picture right here, because once this downloads, I'm actually gonna bring it and I'm gonna replace it with this image. So I can click on replace right here. I can click add images, and I'm just gonna drag this inside of here. We'll wait another moment. And then I'll just click on replace right here. We'll scroll down here, alternative text. No, that's okay. and then I'll hit done. So these things are it may be a tad confusing. Even I had to stop for a second. It's not save and exit, it's not save, but it's done right here. So we'll click on done, and as you see right here, I'll start to have that happy Thanksgiving. Now this is probably my fault. So it stretched out just a little bit more than I wanted. I could have used the rectangle if that probably would have fit a little bit better. But let's go ahead and click on this eyeball and see if it kind of works out. Still a little blown up, but again, if we were to go back into our designs right here and get one of those different shapes, it may work out a little bit better. But as you see, we're starting to have a good design template out right here. This is what I would do for you guys. If it's today and you guys are planning on having any pie giveaways or anything like that, jump in here and create a Happy Thanksgiving pie giveaway email, okay? It's going to be probably the easiest for you. Honestly, it all depends. If you guys want to pair your emails up with your design marketing materials, you can create a cool piece of marketing right in here with your logos, your headshots, things like that, and then have a piece of information down here. So it's really cool. So use this however you guys so choose. As we scroll down here, I'll go ahead and give this a click. And again, if you want to edit any of these pieces of information, I can click on this pencil right here. And you won't be able to write out in here, but you will be able to write out on the right hand side right here. So as I sit back and reflect, so if you're working on with a team, it may be as we sit back and reflect on all that we have to be thankful for. Here's another thing. You can click on this right here. You can highlight this, and you can swap this out to agent first name, agent last name, agent photo, and so on. Or, sorry, as we scroll down here, it'll probably be more appropriate to do your contact. So contact first name, contact last name, contact email. So you can do all of these things auto-generated for you. So as we say, well, we'll keep it on first name, right? Contact first name. Dear contact first name, as we sit back and reflect and so on. I'll hit done right here. So not save and exit, not save. If you want to highlight any of these sections right here, I'll center this. I will bold it, and then we'll hit done right here. As you see, this will start to reflect on your left-hand side. I'm gonna click this one more time. I think I'm gonna center this as well. Oops. And see, again, you automatically want to go to that save and exit right here. We'll wait a moment. But again, we can always come back over here. We'll click on this and it'll open us back up into that template. So again, try not to save and exit unless you're done. If you save and exit before you hit done right here, it won't save those changes for you. So we'll click on this pencil again. We'll highlight this. There we go. And then we'll center it, and then we'll hit done right here, and then save and exit. So that's how you'll go ahead and change, make those changes. There's going to be a couple other things I want to show you inside of here because they're pretty nifty. This does kind of have a layout kind of like your agent sites. So for those of you who are familiar with your agent sites, you should be pretty well adept into this. But check out these other options that you have right here. You have an event block, you have a video. Let's try and throw a video in here and see what happens. We'll give this a click and let's edit this. So you can actually add a video URL right here inside of your email. So let's see what we can do about seeing what happens when we add just a standard URL inside of our email template, because that's going to come in real handy to be able to do that without having like a bomb or something similar. So I just have one of my previous classes, my website coder classes. So I'm just going to put that URL right here. And let's just go ahead and hit enter. Nope, that didn't work. Let me hit replace right here. Okay, so it looks like it might be just a replacement. Okay, so what you'd essentially be doing is you'd be putting your link right here. You'd be putting a photo to replace over top of it. and then it would just be a clickable. It would just be a clickable that would send them to that YouTube video or something like that. So, okay, kind of a 50-50. Not necessarily like BombBomb where you click on it, it opens up for you, but to be able to add videos like that, who's to say that's not to come down the pipeline here in the future? So keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and I will replace this with the KW logo. Sure, why not? And then hit done. And then if we preview right here, we should be able to scroll down. They should be able to click on this video right here, and it should populate for them. So this would be a great way for you to create a happy Thanksgiving video with you, or just you and your team, or anybody, and say, hey, we're giving away some free pies. We're thinking of you. Come down and see us before the holidays, and so on. So you can create a video right here. You can have your logo, a couple headshots, a couple different pies. You can have the contact in, you can have the description if nobody clicks on the video, and so on. So that's how your email templates would work. You guys have any questions on that at all? Feel free to write it in the chat box. They have a number of different options to choose between. You have that market snap that I showed you. You have your event block, which again, we'll just go ahead and we'll give this a click. We'll hit edit right here. And again, it shows you like it's a link to somewhere. So if you have like an Eventbrite, you can send a link to Eventbrite or to your landing page. I would highly recommend, if you're doing events, to create a landing page. And then just like this, if I have a landing page right here to my open house sign-in sheet. If this was my pie giveaway right here, I would do that. So I would have an event title, pie giveaway right here. Click on here to go to that landing page so you can choose your pie flavor, and also have the address or you know, subscribe or whatever. So so that's what I would do with this right here. Yeah, really awesome. Really awesome stuff. So I'll save and exit out of here. Yeah, again, you have a number of different email templates. Again, if you don't like any email templates, say you want to make one from scratch, we can click email again, and you can create a new template right here. You can also import HTMLs from, say, your file or code. If you don't know this, I would not stress on it. I would just hang tight. I would use any of the pre-made stuff. If you guys do know about HTML, it is there for you. All right, we're gonna get out of here, and I think we only have one more left, you guys. So let's see here. So we have one more a file left, and this is import PDF. So again, just like I said before, if you find, say you find a flyer on a street lamp that you really like, and you take a picture of it and you import it into as a PDF, or say somebody sends you a flyer that you really like but doesn't send you the editable, what we can do is we can bring it into here to have them separate all those different objects. So we can click import PDF right here, and then click on next. So okay, we'll save, we can leave our page right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that page from our listing presentation, because it did download as a PDF. It downloaded as a one sheet PDF. That's why I gave you guys those little extra instructions if something ends up being a little wonky for you. But with that one page PDF right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring it back into Command, and everything that I was able to do inside of Command, I should still be able to do with this PDF right here. So I'm going to bring this PDF back inside of Command. So here's the design version, but right now I have it as a PDF on my computer. So let's see. Let's see. It's going to be right here. So I have this one page for us. It is a PDF right here. So so we know that there's nothing I can really do to edit or rearrange or change the colors or any of that stuff right here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drag and drop this PDF inside of this box right here. And it'll say that it's uploading. Now here's something to keep in mind, you guys. When you are importing PDFs, chances are, you know, there's so many different fonts out there in the world. I mean, just look at your Thanksgiving font right here versus Happy versus Finding Your Buyer versus Morgan Heitzma. There's so many different fonts out there that chances are a command may not have a font that's on your PDF that you're importing, and that's perfectly fine. It'll just say that you need to fix it, and you'll just need to swap out a font for a font that command actually has. So as we see right here, typically what would happen would be this would pop up. You may have a information icon right here. I'll give this a click. And it says your PDF is missing specific measurement unit. Please update it by clicking in the PDF. So again, it'll give you information letting you know that something's not quite right. But I can click on these three dots right here, and I can click on fix. So we click fix right here. And then here I can fix the pixel size. Again, I just leave it on pixel and I hit continue, and that usually works. But again, if you're using different fonts that were on this material that command does not have, you may need to just swap it for an original. And it'll be on a same pop-up that looks like this. I'll click on continue right here. And what it should do is it should make this available for me now. So now all I have to do is I click on this once. Let's see right here. It seems to be overlapping just a tad right here. So I'm going to refresh my page. And as we jump back in here, it should populate a little more correctly for us. There we go. So now I have these three dots, and I can go ahead and I can click on these three dots right here, and I can edit, I can duplicate, I can view it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on edit right here. Because again, remember, this used to be a PDF, so essentially we should not be able to edit, change, or rearrange any of the objects inside of here. One thing, full disclosure, you guys, it all depends on the PDF, the quality of the image and things like that, to know how much will be separated out and how much cannot be separated out. So sometimes it just converts as one giant picture. Sometimes it actually gives you objects to choose between. So it really depends on what that file type and quality is like. So as we see right here, I can click on this object again. I can move it around. You see right here. But as you see right here, it looks like all of this kind of took as an image right here. So that is one thing to keep in mind, is some things layer out and some things might not. But more often than not, you will have probably, I would say probably about an 80% probability rate of having these split up, where you are able to edit and reorganize and stuff. One thing that I think that might have taken place is, look how tiny these letters are right here. That may be the main issue for them attaching all as one image. So other than that, if these were a little bit more clearer to see, or a little bit larger in font size, you may have a better time having those separated out. So, but it's all trial and error, you guys. So I would be hard pressed to say the very first time you do something that it will work, unless you have like that good experience and knowledge behind it. So, so let's see right here. That's importing a PDF right here, and I think, you know, for the most part, let me back up right here. I won't save. Let's see if I have another PDF. Let me just Google search. Let me just find a PDF here. Let's see. So I have another PDF right here. Prepare for your team command account. Again, I'm not quite sure how much is going to pull in right here, but let's go ahead and use that inside of our command right here. And let's see what we can do to, here, let me jump back over here. Let's see what we can pull over and what we'll attach as an image. I'm going to click import PDF and then next. And then again, I'm just going to drag this PDF over into the square right here. And this has more pages. Chances are there may be a font or two that's not inside of command, but we'll go ahead and see. As you see right here, it's just letting you know that it's preparing to upload. So just hang tight and we'll wait just a moment. You know, I think it's going to be close to be wrapping up, you guys. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to shout out in the comment box down below. Mona, thank you so much for your comments. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I'm usually used to a crowd of people, so it's a lot different to not have any voices or interactions on the other side. So the more you guys comment and chat, the more I know that I'm not here alone. So as we see right here, it pulled through again. This is a multiple page. I'll click right here. I'll say something's missing again. So I'll click these three dots. Now click on fix. And as it says missing fonts right here, again, I'm just going to click replace all. And again, it doesn't really matter for me because as I'm editing, I can go back and change those fonts either way. So I just click the first one and I'll click continue. And I'll do that pixel size again. I'll hit continue. And then it'll load through again. Again, since today is Tuesday update day, it does kind of cut off those three dots right here. So we'll wait for it to load through and then we'll refresh the page again. All right, and then we'll give this a refresh here. It should pop up those three dots down below for us. And then we'll go ahead and take one more look at this this PDF import. And let's see how much comes through correctly. We'll give this a click right here and choose edit. And then it should jump us into that edit page. All right, so as we jump in here again, you guys, it's starting to load up a whole bunch of different stuff and it looks a lot different. The first thing to note is I did change the font, so that's probably why everything looks different. Command just did not have the font that this document had. So it also shows up those 1, 2, 3 pages for you as well. We can click templates right over here. They may appear up top here for you, but they may not. Anytime it appears down here, I give a 50-50 shot if it gives you a duplicate right here. But as it sits, we'll go ahead and we'll close this up and we'll zoom in right here. So as you see, it says prepare and it says how right here. You may need to do a little bit of restructuring or re-editing right here. And then organize it out to look like how you want it to view again. Again, may take a little bit of restructuring, but one thing that I would like to note for you guys is just imagine the beautiful flyer or template that you came across that you knew that there would be no way that you could edit or recopy or reduplicate. Now you can, okay? It may take a little bit of work to make all pretty again. And I did choose a document that had a lot of text in it. So that was kind of my fault, but it's here, you guys. Like I pulled this through. It has that whole layout too. So if I wanted to delete all my text, I mean, shoot, I could put any sort of comment, titles or text inside of these boxes at all and just keep the layout itself. And that's how the import template would work. It's not absolutely 100% where it'll copy 100% and duplicate. Sometimes it does. But again, for the most part, it should keep that layout intact for you. All right. I think that's going to be about it for me, you guys. So again, if you guys have any questions at all, I think that's about wraps it up. What we're going to be doing next Tuesday is we're going to actually be covering the campaign side of things. So if you guys enjoyed this class here today, just make your way back to next Tuesday for our campaigns. Another thing to mention is again, down below we have study hall. So every Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, jump in and meet my partner Jet and dive into any of these topics that we're either talking about today or any other KW topics that you've just had issues with or you're just having curious questions about. We're here for you. Again, I don't want to end today's class without giving a huge happy birthday to 5 individuals in our Experience Brokerage Network. I want to send a huge happy birthday to Saul from Keller Williams Capital City. Huge happy birthday to Lori and Tammy from Keller Williams Southern Oregon. Caston from Keller Williams Realty Professionals, happy birthday, as well as Adam from Keller Williams Sunset Quarter. I want to wish you all a very, very happy birthday. We're all thinking about you, wishing you the best. Again, don't work too hard today. I know realtors don't get a day off, so try not to work too hard today, and take a moment for yourself. You only get one birthday once a year, so make it a great one. All right, with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna leave here today. Let's end it on a great happy birthday song for these guys, huh? And with that being said, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good one.
Well, it's been a few years since you were born, and we're so glad you came into our time.
Happy birthday!
So close your eyes, make a wish, blow out the candles, everyone.
Another one. Another
Happy
one.
birthday, happy, 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 happy birthday, happy, 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 happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy, happy, happy,
Another
happy
one. Another one.
birthday. Happy, 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 happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
Another one. Another one.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?